Take a look at the sheer scale of Antarctica. 14 million square kilometers of landmass, holding 90% of all the ice on Earth. Right now, the Thwaites Glacier, the Doomsday Glacier, is aggressively melting, shedding roughly 50 billion tons of ice into the ocean every single year. Scientists usually model this meltdown over centuries, but to see the true impact on Earth's geography, we are going to compress that timeline. Let's melt the entire continent in a few seconds. Instantly, 25 million cubic kilometers of melted ice pour into the ocean. The math on this is brutal. Global sea levels shoot up by 70 meters. A surge of water this massive pushes far beyond our current beaches, effectively erasing and redrawing the physical map of the planet. To survive in this new world, humanity has to throw away its current maps. We have to understand the new physical laws and borders governing Earth 2.0. As major cities around the globe drown, something bizarre happens right off the coast of Antarctica. The sea level there actually falls. The Antarctic ice sheet weighs 24 billion megatons. This immense mass creates a gravity well, pulling surrounding ocean water against the shore. When the ice melts, the weight is gone. The gravity well vanishes, and the trapped water violently disperses outward toward distant coastlines. On land, this advancing saltwater pushes deep into the continents, permanently contaminating the underground aquifers we rely on for drinking water. In the open ocean, light, fresh glacier water doesn't mix well. It sits right on top of denser, salty water, acting like a lid. It blocks deep ocean currents, and the global oceanic conveyor belt, which distributes heat and nutrients, grinds to a complete halt. So humanity faces a double-edged disaster. The rising tides destroy our freshwater drinking supply on land, while simultaneously starving the marine food chain at sea. With the ice gone, we can finally look directly at the epicenter, the newly exposed landmass of Antarctica. It reveals a staggering geological landscape, including a sprawling canyon system that runs 3.5 kilometers below sea level, significantly longer and deeper than the Grand Canyon. It also exposes Lake Vostok, the 6th largest lake in the world, which has been entirely sealed off from the surface for 15 million years. Deep inside this ancient ice and water, researchers have identified dormant microbes and prehistoric viruses. If they enter the global ecosystem, our modern human immune systems will have no natural defense against them. Along the coast, a bizarre new marine ecosystem is already taking over. Tiny, wriggling anemones, which normally stay rooted like plants, are swimming freely through the dark water, feeding on millions of years old decaying matter. Exposing the continent reintroduces prehistoric biology into the global ecosystem, pathogens that have evolved in total isolation, carrying traits that modern antibiotics are not equipped to fight. And the planet is about to get much hotter. Without the massive white ice sheet to reflect the sun's rays, the albedo effect, the newly exposed dark ocean water absorbs massive amounts of solar heat. This oceanic warming triggers a severe crisis at the opposite end of the globe. The Arctic permafrost begins to rapidly thaw. This creates a devastating biological feedback loop. As the soil thaws out, ancient microorganisms gorge on the freshly defrosted organic matter. As they digest it, they fart out immense amounts of methane and carbon dioxide. Driven by these greenhouse gases, global temperatures skyrocket by 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. The Earth is now so hot that the displaced waters will never recede. Rising tides permanently erase major global hubs like Miami, London, and Venice from the map, leaving them submerged under dozens of meters of water. Over 3 billion people, representing roughly 40% of the global population, are instantly displaced. With these cascading climate loops guaranteeing that our coastal legacy is gone forever, society is forced to completely rethink where human life is viable. The new map dictates harsh realities. All of Bangladesh, along with its 160 million citizens, is entirely submerged. Global real estate values flip overnight. Dry, historically landlocked cities like Denver and Las Vegas instantly become the world's most valuable coastal hubs. We see the largest mass migration in human history. Billions of refugees flee inland, pushing aggressively toward the northern hemisphere to find stable ground. The freezing northern territories of Canada and Alaska transform into heavily populated tropical paradises. And in the ultimate geographical irony, the newly thawed temperate coastlines of Antarctica itself become prime real estate for human colonization. The loss of the world's ice doesn't end civilization, but it forms a totally unrecognizable map for the future of our species.